Mrs. Shook. This is my science fair project, Power of Flowers in God's Creation. I chose to do my science fair project on 4 species of flowers and how vibrant they became after soaking in blue-colored water. My question was, which species of flower becomes most vibrant when food coloring is added to the water? My 4 species of flowers I chose are a rose, a daisy, a hydrangea, and a spider flower. My hypothesis was out of the flower species a rose, a daisy, a hydrangea, and a spider flower, the daisy would become most vibrant after soaking in blue-colored water for 3 days. I conclude this because, first of all, a daisy is a simple flower. It doesn't have a lot of leaves, it doesn't have a lot of petals, and also I see daisies colored in stores, so it's a popular flower to color. My materials I used for this project were flowers, of course, food coloring, cups, water, just regular tap water. I also used measuring tape, safety goggles, scissors, safety glasses, and a knife, and also a camera to take pictures. My procedure for this experiment is first I found all my materials and organized them so they were easily accessible. Next, I put on my safety gloves and safety glasses because you can't do a science fair project without safety gloves and safety glasses. Next, I cut all the flower stems so they were 12 inches long at a 45-degree angle, and I also cut all the leaves off. Next, I filled all the plastic cups up with 3/4 full of water and added 10 drops of blue food coloring to each cup. Next, I placed all the flowers in the cups and I waited 3 days. Then I recorded the results and I kept the flowers for a few days. My conclusion is the hydrangea became most vibrant after soaking in blue-colored water for 3 days. As you can see, here's my graph. I used this color scale of blue that has 0 to 5 and to record the vibrancy. The hydrangea was 3 out of 5, as you can see here, and it got very blue. The rose was 1.5 out of 5, and the rose got an overall blue tint. Sadly, the spider flower was 0 out of 5, and I could see the coloring creep up the stem, but it never got in the petals. The daisy was 1 out of 5, and this is interesting. The daisy only got blue spots. It didn't really get an overall blue coloring. My independent variable for this experiment was my species of flower. My dependent variable was how vibrant the flowers got, and my control variables were things like how I kept all the flowers white, how I cut them at a 45-degree angle, how I cut all the leaves off, how I cut the stems 12 inches, and also how they were in the same amount of sunlight and temperature. My verse I chose for this science fair project is Luke 12:27. Consider the lilies how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. Yet I tell you, even Solomon, in all of his glory, was not arrayed like one of these. So Solomon was one of the greatest kings, and he was rich, and he had everything he could want. And even though he had all that stuff, he was not as beautiful as the lilies of the field. I think this experiment can benefit society because we use flowers basically in our everyday lives. We use them at parties, birthdays, and even funerals, and also anniversaries. And I think this experiment can help us learn more about flowers and even how we can preserve them longer and enjoy them better. And I enjoyed doing this experiment and this oral presentation. Thank you. God bless.